Okay, so give me 7 minutes and I'll explain why life after 50 feels so heavy for some of us women. So I started to see a pattern, and I believe that somewhere around our late 40s or early 50s, every woman is handed an invisible backpack. None of us ask for it, none of us can avoid it, and no two backpacks are ever the same. For the 20 to 25 years prior, before midlife, life in many ways felt fairly predictable. Careers, our homes, our families just become part of who we are. Life isn't perfect, but it's familiar. And then somewhere in our late 40s, early 50s, it all changes. And life starts putting things inside our backpack. But the strange thing is we don't get to choose what goes in. Life chooses for us. For all of us, perimenopause and menopause becomes part of the stage in life. Some women experience very few symptoms. Others have a whole range of things to deal with, from hot flushes to brain fog to anxiety, sleepless nights, joint pain, and that dreaded bloating and weight gain. But that's only the beginning of our individual paths, because then life starts handing us very individually different things. For some of us, it's our health, from autoimmune diseases to chronic illness, losing mobility. For some, it's family, losing a parent, becoming a carer for aging parents, or children leaving home and wondering where that leaves us. For some, it's relationships. A marriage changes, a friendship disappears. We realize our circle isn't what it once was. For some, it's our identity. Some are going to be working forever. Some have been laid off. Some are empty nesters. Some are losing confidence, wondering, who am I now? For some, it's money. Work changes, retirement gets closer, lying awake, wondering if you have enough. And sometimes it's our home. Years of possessions, clutter, suddenly start to feel overwhelming. And then in amongst all of that, we look in the mirror and we see the changes. We see the signs of aging, all the things. We talk about it here often on the channel. All the things start to turn up. And it's like, we wonder, are the best years really behind me now? To me, I call these the rocks. The midlife rocks. But one by one, life adds another rock. And before we know it, our backpack feels incredibly heavy. So we look across at another woman and we think, why is she coping at this stage so much better than we are? But maybe the answer's more simpler than we think, because she's carrying a backpack too. It's just filled with different rocks. While I'm carrying the weight of clutter and feeling overwhelmed in my home, another woman may be carrying the heartbreak of losing her husband. While someone's struggling with their changing body, someone else is learning to live with chronic illness. While someone is terrified and worried about money and their financial future, someone is grieving the loss of their purpose. But we're all carrying a backpack. We're just not carrying the same rocks. And I really feel that that's why midlife can all of a sudden feel quite lonely. Not because we're the only one carrying something, but because we're the only one that's carrying ours. And some of us feel exhausted, confused, invisible. We wonder where our confidence is gone, and some quietly question when life will feel lighter again. And who is that? Who is that new person in the mirror? And after all the living that we've done, and all the caring that we've done, and all the support that we've done, and all the work that we've done, where are we now? So what do? Well, I believe the answer is not pretending that the backpack doesn't exist. I believe the first step is taking it off, just for a moment, putting it on the ground, opening it, and having the courage to look inside. Because until we know what's inside our backpack, how can we possibly make it any lighter? So maybe the question we need to ask ourselves is, what are we actually carrying? Is it my health? Is it my relationship? My family, money, my changing body, my confidence, my purpose? Or maybe I've had a dream that I had to let go of. The truth is, we can't lighten every rock. Some rocks will stay with us forever, but we can begin to understand them. And we can stop blaming ourselves for carrying them. And we can stop comparing our backpack to others, because pain isn't a competition. The rock that's weighing you down today matters. And just because someone else's backpack looks heavier, it doesn't make yours any lighter. And something else I've realized, the rocks don't stay the same. Sometimes life throws you a rock that is so big and so unexpected that the force of it make the other rocks barely matter anymore. When you're grieving the loss of someone that you love, you're probably not worried about your hooded eyes. When you're sitting beside someone in the hospital, the clutter in your spare room doesn't seem so significant anymore. Some rocks naturally become lighter because a much heavier rock has arrived. But that doesn't mean the smaller rocks weren't real. It just simply means that life has changed our perspective. And maybe the most important thing I've realized, we don't get to choose the rocks that life puts in our backpack, but we do get to choose what we do with them. Some can be lifted out. Some can become lighter with knowledge and support. Some will just stay with us forever. But even those can become easier to carry when we're not carrying them alone. Sometimes all it takes is another woman to say, I've carried that one too. And somehow that just makes the backpack feel lighter. And that's why I created Zesty Girl. Not because I have all the answers, I don't. Zesty Girl is about community. Here we go shopping together to just lighten our loads, just to lighten our days, to talk to each other and have fun together and browse together as women, as friends. Having our mornings with Michelle chats so that we can just have positivity and a bit of fun and a bit of sharing before we start our day. And talking to each other and getting to know each other in the comments. We've created a place where women can put down their backpacks for a while. And now I want us to make it even more. Because when you really think about it, there are so many rocks. Health rocks, relationship rocks, money rocks, confidence rocks, purpose rock, and I could go on. But within those are hundreds of different experiences that we all share and that we all have and that we can all contribute. Insulin resistance may be one person's rock. Caring for aging parents may be another woman's rock. Clutter might be mine at the moment. Losing a friend might be yours. So from now on, here at Zesty Girl, we're going to actually pick up a rock once a week and we're going to talk about it. Why we're carrying it, how it affects our life. Sharing experiences, sharing knowledge, sharing books, sharing information, how it affects our life, and most importantly, what we can actually do to make it lighter. And I don't want this to be just me talking to you. I want us to examine these rocks together. If you have experiences that you are happy to share, leave them in the comments. What's helped you? What hasn't helped you? What you've learned? What you know about this? And maybe sometimes we can go live and talking about these rocks together. Because yes, I bring experience as a coach, a health coach and a life coach and a professional organizer. I bring this experience. However, you bring your experience and knowledge, which is just as important. It's incredibly powerful what you've experienced in your life and how you can share that. Because somewhere in this community is someone carrying the same rock as you. Someone understands. Someone might know something that can help, or just simply, I've carried that one too. So I just want to finish up by saying, not all the rocks disappear, not all the rocks can disappear, but our loads can get lighter. And together we can have fun and bring joy, despite the loads that we're carrying. But together, we can make the loads lighter. Because we may not choose the rocks that life gives us, but none of us should have to carry them alone. And that's it. That was a lot. But that's all I have to say. So let me know down in the comments what you think about the invisible backpack. Does this make sense to you? Yeah, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for being with me. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you on the next one. See ya. Bye.